Nakuru County tulikaa chini kama vyama tanzu hapa. Naona uwepo wa viongozi wenzangu kama chairman wa Jubilee, kuna chairman wa Usawa Party hapa na pia chairman wa PNU. Pia tuko na ODM na bunge la mwananchi na pia viongozi wengine, na tuliketi chini na tukaamua ya kwamba baada ya Cairo kuondoka, yule kiongozi ambayo tungetaka atuongoze ni Madam Assumpta. Kwa hivyo hakuna vile mtu anaweza kuja kujipendekeza from nowhere, ajitangaze alafu afikiria kwamba sisi tutakubali vile anataka. Sisi kama na Kenya, hakuna mtu anaweza tusurutisha tutake mtu fulani ama tufuate mtu fulani. Sisi wenyewe tuko na akili, tunajiamulia. Na sisi kama na Kenya tuliamua ya kwamba Madam Assumpta anatosha. Yes. Na ya kwamba anaweza kuongoza chama cha Azimio Nakuru County. Na kwa hivyo maneno imekwisha. Wala wengine ambao they are charlatans, busy bodies, sasa wao watafuta nafasi mahali pengine. Kwa hakika hata tuliwaona wakati wa campaign wakienda UDA headquarters in Karen. Walikuwa kule kama Bwana Geshoro. Alikuwa Karen. Na pale alifukuzwa kwa sababu waliambiwa kwamba hana shares, na ni ukweli hana shares kwa sababu wakati wa campaign yeye alikuwa anauza certificate za Jubilee huku Nakuru. Na kwa hivyo akakataliwa na akarushwa nje. Kwa hivyo hatuwezi kubali uongozi kama huo. Uongozi wa mtu kama Jenga wa Molo, yeye 1992 watu wanajua historia na ile miaka ingine. He's a political broker. In fact, to be associated with such kind of a person is committing political suicide. Yes. We are saying as follows as leaders from Nakuru that we don't associate with them. They are not part of us. Hata wakati mwingine unawapata ya kwamba tukiwa na mikutano kama hii wanajifinyilia ndani. They are not part of us, and natukua tumwa-invite, and actually we are sending a notice ya kwamba they are not welcome anywhere near our meetings or near our proceedings. They should not actually transact any business on behalf of the party in Nakuru County. So I've just got a very short statement here to make for about a minute. Then I usher in my fellow leaders. We are gathered here today as Kenyan leaders from various political parties in Nakuru County under the able leadership of our chairperson, Madam Assumpta, to further discuss the Kenyan plight. The cost of living cannot be a Kenya Kwanza or Azimio agenda alone. Indeed, none has the patent rights to it. And so decides, indeed, the Kenya is sovereign, and so decides who to address, what to address, and how it should be addressed. On this matter, therefore, the Mwananchi, so-called ordinary, is saying the following. The over-the-roof cost of fuel and electricity is unbearable, directly and indirectly. And the two being major drivers of almost all economic activities in the country will continue to hammer the Mwananchi, who is so ordinary, to the bottom of the bottomless pyramid. The employed Kenyan has a raided payslip, increased NHIF, housing tax, and so-called enhanced schemes and covers have completely impoverished and malnourished the donkey that must not only pull but literally carry Kenya. High and multiple taxation on the business community in licenses, permits, and cost in factors of production has collapsed businesses in Kenya, and the remaining are barely surviving. The above cannot be addressed by heavy rains or bumper harvest, but by a policy shift. The bipartisan talks agenda in circulation is a far cry of the Kenyan concerns, and the Kenyan clearly knows is being taken for another bumpy ride, hide and seek childish game, and a contempt card on the perceived weak Kenyan. The Kenyan has stopped begging, demanding, crying, hoping, or even praying. A sad state. 24 lost lives with bullets wounds exiting even through their eyes like Hussein. Lying here in Nakuru morgue, hundreds maimed and injured, those rotting in jail, whom in the eyes of this government is their fault, cannot wait for bipartisan talks. They need to be buried, hospital bills covered or waived, and families compensated to try and pick up the pieces. We are here on behalf of the Kenyan, just like all the others who have spoken before us, including the clergy, Amnesty International, LSK, Human Rights Group, et al., that the government will lose nothing by listening and acting on the Kenyan plight. We invite the economic advisors to the president to read carefully the tyranny of nostalgia 50 Years of British Economic Decline by Russell Jones.